Okay, so listen. What we went from this bag here to putting in that right there. And I'm telling you, not a happy camper. But it's done, and it looks right, and it's ready for that part of the door over there. Okay, I'm going to take you back to this. I'm going to show you this one here now. See that tapered edge? The tapered edge is the one that goes in the door, and the only way to get that in, you think, oh, well, the tapered edge, we'll stick it in this way. No, you actually fiddle fart around with it this way for a second, which I'm going to have to try and do. Alright, so as you can see, still screwing with it. I have to undo these screws a little bit more and manage to get that. Not going to be able to do it. Okay, as you can see, I did it. And this still slides. So what we're going to do is slide it way up, roughly to where we're supposed to be. And if you have it just the right tension, it'll stay there. Anyway, carrying on. Alright, now do the last of the door one. So we got another one of these guys. Completely different detail on it. And it's got to go, and it just slides in there like so. It slips in from the top, slides in there. And then we'll set that and then try and get the door mounted. Alright, so probably another 26 minutes later, and the door is now somewhat squared up with these paper thin little rails that seem to be trying to hold it square. And I'm not happy with it right now, but we'll see where we get to. Alright, moving on after finding the angle plates and the this plate and the that plate. And the hinges, well, it says where to set those. I just guessed those. That's all that matters on that. Yes, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I got all that done. Guessed all that. Skipped the page. Winner. And the door is right because we should have been flipped around. But anyway. Next is probably the door bolt. This looks like it looks like it's going to take some serious time. Looks like another $800 day for this procedure. Nah, that's way overrated. Don't anybody think I make that? About $45 probably. Anyway, next time. Just thought you all might like to know that I'm using the world's most favorite lock since 18 something or other, because it says so right on the package somewhere. I don't remember seeing it, but yes, general installation dimensions may be changed without prior notice. Thanks. Really good. That's probably not Chinese. I don't know what that is. Anyway, that's what's next. Alright, so far so good. We're moving on to the door handle. This baby here seemed to go in there quite nicely. And if you haven't figured it out, yes, it's upside down because it has to be. Otherwise the door won't close properly. Anyway, I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, so check this out. What I've done here, maybe somebody's got to tell me something wrong. When I flip the door upside down, because that's the only way that I could do it, this all looks pretty good. The door is on the low side here, the lock. This guy here is on the high side. The lock is, I don't know, a little bit oddball, but it's not looking too bad. But when you want to get into this, I'm going to tape this because I don't see it happening any other way yet. Maybe there is, but the only way to make this move, when you push down to open it, it doesn't open. But if you lift up, it opens. So I don't know whether, I know it's going to work. I'm going to put that in a minute. But, oh, forgot to tell you, I did also get locked inside and had to use that tool that's not a tool to get out. Anyway, just careful when you're installing this stuff on a windy day. Anyway, I'm pretty sure, let's go moment of truth. That all looks okay. But you go to open, it can't. Have to lift to open. I don't know whether they're going to like that, but that's what you're going to get. Anyway, moving on. So you think with all of this apparatus going on, there'd be some type of striker plate. And a striker plate meaning that this part right there. Now, that beautiful lock system, which actually does look nice except for the upside down opening, closes like that. And that's it. It is a greenhouse, but it has a lock. Pretty sure if I used to grab hold of the handle, the door would come flying open anyway. So I'm a little bit surprised that there's not more lock mechanism. Anyway, I'm going to carry on and see whether there's anything else that I can spot that I need to do. Okay, so I don't even know where I'm at, but this is where we are here with the door, and it looks pretty good overall, except for the fact that it opens upside down. Anyway, there's quite a few parts left, and that's pretty normal. I'm gonna have to figure out where all of those go now. I'm sure that this trusty little handbook here will tell me what to do. Anyway, well, I'm gonna tell you, I just had some exciting times here because for the first time ever, something went quite easy, except for I gotta do a little knife treat here. Give me a second. Well, get out there. Okay. Obviously extra parts. But look at this. This looks like the craziest setup to put in here. But this guy, I'm pretty sure, well, maybe it doesn't even have to. Maybe it just goes in by itself down here. Yep, look at that. That's just wonderful. Plastic joiner piece of stuff. And then we're going to go back out here. Rail. Now this sucker looks like she's about 8 feet long. Yeah, about 8 feet long. But it needs to match that piece down there. And I'm going to try and do this with one hand because the last one was so easy that I think I can. All right, see this situation going on here? If that doesn't excite somebody else to say how easy that is, I don't know what will. Wow. Wonderful. Yeah, we'll check the lengths later, but there's some cap pieces. I think there's even called gutters, downspouts or something. Yeah, look at that. That looks exciting. Maybe that one. I'll try that one first, because that's got to go on the other end. So once we do the old slip-dippity like that, I have a feeling there's some screws we're going to have to put in. Oh, right, okay. Slide that up to there. Probably going to need to put screws in there. I got to check. There's maybe 744, 42. And we're going to need another one at that end there. So I think I'm going to tape, well, I'm going to take this and then I'm going to figure out which one of those multi-screw packs that I'm going to need to put in those holes there, and I'll catch you up in a second. Okay, So now you know that my last two entries here have been about door locks, but really I'll try and give you a chance of seeing what I actually do. It's not just about the greenhouse that's behind me. And I'll close the door to say. So there's the greenhouse, not done, but now I'll try and get a picture of what's going on. So this here is the garden fence. These are the garden boxes. And from that point, I'm just about to start all the planting. In the background, you see some rock work. Did all of that. That's my machine. So this fence is 8 feet high, or wow, 7 foot 8, something like that. Anyway, it's a deer fence. That's the greenhouse that took way too long to put together. But this is all the garden. It's over 70 feet across. It's got a courtyard. Every bit of woodwork is anything that I've done. So there's some dry stack rock. This is not something I do, but I did prep for it. All the posts, anything else, trellis work. This is a big bay wall, believe it or not. It's a full arc all the way across. That over there is a future part that maybe I'll show you one day. Anyway, and then it's got all the boxes on this side. It's going to look very green, very interesting very soon. So that's the mirror image, gates, entry. All the landscaping, we're up about 5 feet from where I started after moving things. Rock work. Entrance work right here to the upper level of garden. And all of this rock work here. The plantations are done by another guy that I work with. That tree right there is a beautiful plum tree that looks like it's taken off again, but it used to be way over there. So we moved it and put it here. Anyway, that's about what I do today.